Hey everybody, this is Lloyd from Just Got Played, and today we are going to do an unboxing of Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. Alright, let's take a look at this big box. So this is Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. This is a standalone, kind of an entry-level version of Gloomhaven. As you can see, it's still a pretty massive box by any stretch. It is 1 to 4 players, 30 minutes a player, ages 14 and up. This is from Scythe Games, which I probably pronounced that wrong. All right, let's crack this open and see what we've got inside, and we will try, hopefully, to not do any types of spoilers, because this is a game that has extra stuff inside that you open as you go through the scenarios. Alright, so let's just open this bad box up. Okay, so what we've got is stop, read this before you do anything else. It goes over kind of learn to play guide. It talks about how to ziplock your bags, which is cool, or ziplock your parts. And it goes over some instructions before the instructions, and it also has a link to watch it played, so you can just scan that and it'll go over everything. Next we have a learn to play guide, and I'm not going to go through this whole book, but as you can see, it's about 30 pages, it looks like 31 with credits. This goes over, scenario 1 rules, setup, how all the setup goes, playing the game, character turns, how those work, attacking, damage, killing monsters, how monster turns work, scenario 1 complete, so it shows you how to upgrade your characters, goes over scenario 2 rules, and I think this includes a 5 scenario kind of intro to the game, and these are the specific scenarios or instructions for each scenario, it looks like. Yep. So it kind of goes over that, kind of gets you started, and then you have your final rules for going through the rest of the game. Then we got this giant glossary of terms and stuff. So this is again a 30-page manual, has appendixes. Let's just kind of flip through it. So it goes over all the different kind of keywords in the game. Lots of stuff to go over here. So you can see it's just tons of stuff. And then we get into the appendix, goes over card anatomy, character abilities, more card anatomy stuff. Goes over your character sheets, your monster stat cards. Goes over a monster turn, which is helpful. So it gives you an appendix just how a monster turn works with examples. That's cool. And then it goes over all of the components that are in the box, which we are going to take a look at now. Let's go ahead and see what else we've got. We've got the supplemental scenario book. So this game doesn't have tiles. It actually uses, it takes that hassle out of the setup, and your setup is here. So you've got these little maps in the book that you just play on instead of having to set up all these tiles. So you just play through the book. Let's see, what else we got? Then we got the full scenario book, it looks like here. And this is supposed to have 25 scenarios. And then maybe those are extra maps that line up with these. Not quite sure. But you can see the scenarios are set up in here. If you've ever played Stuffed Fables, this is kind of the same setup they do, where they have a book of the maps and you just kind of play through the book. So that's pretty cool. It takes a lot of the setup out. We got location stickers, which I assume you're going to put in the book. Then we've got oodles and oodles of punch boards, chits. So got all these things, nice and thick. So you've got another sheet of them. All these little character stuff. Here's all a look at the monsters. There's some more here, some more monsters. Artwork's pretty cool. I don't know if you can see the artwork really well, but yeah. Even more monsters. I'm gonna look at some other new ones that we haven't seen yet. More chits, all kinds of stuff. Got a little Gloomhaven map, which if you kind of look at, kind of reminds me of Descent, where you have the overworld map that you can, you go through, and then based on where you go, you pull up, different scenarios based on what part of the map you're on. Seems like that's probably what that is. And then we've got these mystery boxes, which we're not gonna open up these. I don't want to spoil anything. But you see, you got one with the heart and the bomb. Got another one with the axe, the wizard mage staff, and then we got this one here. Looks pretty cool. Scythe on a chain. Then we've got character health trackers, energy and health trackers. Those are pretty loose. That's okay. There, I tightened them. All right, good. So that's kind of bad if they're that spinny, but you can just push the clips in better so that they'll actually hold and won't randomly spin. I was about to get a little bit worried there, but yeah, they seem to be working okay. Different scenario cards here. We're just gonna flip through these real quick. These all say city on them, and it looks like they have these are like event cards. Let's see. These all look like different traits maybe you get. Transmitter, weakling. These are maybe different traits. Normally doing these unboxings, I would just be tossing this stuff aside, but I don't want to mess up how these things are stored, just in case you need to get to them in a particular order or anything like that. Looks like we've got items here. Got items and weapons, goggles and chain armor. So if you're familiar with Gloomhaven, a lot of this probably looks familiar to you guys. It's just, there's some new stuff in here, and you can mix this into the main Gloomhaven game as an expansion. I think storyline-wise, this takes place before the events in the Gloomhaven, the main game. Let's see, what do we got here? These look like they're just the health. Let's see. Yeah, so these are just the plus and minus cards and status effect cards. So I don't need to really flip through those, but you got a giant stack of those. You got a little place to stick your characters, your minis. Just a bag of standees for the monster characters, and I guess those are probably for the bosses, so you can distinguish which ones are higher. Those gold ones. I don't really need to open those. We've got a bag of rubber band full of Ziploc bags. Always nice when games give you bags to bag their stuff up. Monster attack modifiers, curse and blessings, unavailable items, available items, encountered events, new events. And then these are the character boards for the monsters. As you can see, so let's just take a look, see what we got in here. Blood Tumor, Blood Horror, Fist of the Order, or First of the Order, Chaos Demon, Zealots, Rat Monstrosities, Blood Imps, Blood Monstrosities, Vermin Raiders, Black Sludge, Living Corpse, Living Spirit, Vermling Scout, Black Imps, Stone Golems, Giant Vipers. So over here, that's where you got the little sleeves for the monsters, for the monster cards to go in. Those should look familiar to any of the players of regular. And then these inside here are the actual characters, the character minis. I mean, let's just go ahead and open them up and see what they look like. So we've got this little guy. Let's just see, does it have the character name on the back? That was the Demolitionist. Then we've got the Hatchet, the Red Guard, and the Void Warden. So let's see. See what we got inside here. So this is the Void Warden, I believe. I know this is the Red Guard. So this is the Red Guard. Get a good look at him. Okay. This one is probably the Void Warden. Yep. Okay, and the last, we have the Hatchet, which actually has the little axe on the box. So, easily distinguish the Hatchet. He's pretty cool. Look at that nifty hat he's got. All right, so taking a look at all those guys. These are the things that you're gonna open throughout the game. So we are not gonna open those so we don't spoil anything. See if there's anything hidden. Nothing hidden under there. It's not like Betrayal, Legacy. So yeah, we've got 4 of these little boxes. So this one's marked with an A. This one's marked with a C. This one's marked with a B. And the last one is marked with a D. Okay, just throw all these guys back in here. We don't want to spoil the surprise, mess up any reveals that would happen during the game, so we're just going to shove these back in here. Let's take a look at these. These are just more cards, which I'm probably going to regret opening these right now because of how many there are. But these are all of the monster attack cards. So this is going to determine how the monsters attack, right? And what they do, and their initiative up in the corner. Geez, I really don't want to throw these back in there that way, but let's just toss this in, toss this back in there. I need to separate these and bag them, but we'll just throw them back in the box for now, just to get them out of the way and try to hold them in place with some of the other random stuff so they don't go everywhere. Just throw these back in here. Oh no, these go over here. I clearly assembled this incorrectly. All right, there we go. Put these back in here. These are the, I think these are the player decks, which, let's just go ahead and take a look at these. So this is everything that goes with the Void Warden. So you've got her, her little sheets. There could be several, so you can play through differently if you want to upgrade them separately or different each game. Human Void Warden, okay. These all say halt, so we're not going to open those. Let's see what we got here. This is her main deck. So typical, you know, you've got your 2 moves you can do. All right. So that's what's in all of these boxes. Like I said, I don't want to open anything that says halt because those are, you know, you get through playing the scenarios. And I definitely don't want to mess any of that up. I don't want to spoil anything. So let me just throw this back inside of here. And I did not put that back in the box correctly. But I think it'll be able to get back in here. So you've got your little sorting stack to put everything. Got this overworld city board. Got all these token chip boards, punch boards. All right, got your sticker sheets, scenario book, supplemental scenario book, glossary, welcome to Gloomhaven. So there you have it. There's a look at Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion. If you have any questions, let me know. Send us an email or comment on the YouTube videos or on our Facebook page. Just Got Played. We'll gladly answer any questions we can.